just not sure I understand what we're after here on some of this stuff.
Yeah, and it needs to be simple, and the
I
words
concrete.
themselves need to not divide our community, because some people throw a bad word on sustainability depending on how one defines it and how one exercises it as well. It's kind of like continuous improvement versus continual improvement. Do you keep going down one path because those last 5%, 3%, 1% of improvement cost enormous amounts of capital, versus continual, which means I'm moving down multiple pathways to try to bring our performance up across the board. So I know if you throw it in there, there's a lot of people who will go, so
Well, I mean,
I don't want to see that either.
I think this is kind of a brainstorming session. I mean, with respect, I'm hearing what you're saying, and I value your opinion as someone who's been on the council for how many years? But I think it's important to recognize, but brainstorming means there are going to be bad ideas up there, and this isn't the time to weed them out. There's definitely feedback and time for that, but engaging in this discussion is great. And sustainability, while it may be quarrelsome for some, or they may have the idea of, chains being put on them in some way, it's, I know, exceedingly important for people in my ward and for myself and for people with families, because we see sustainability as our budget, as our park, as a way that those deferred costs are not going to be put on myself or my children. So in that same way that there are people that may interpret it that way by leaving it out, there are also people that will say, oh, here we go again.
Sure, and I think if you use the word, well, we need to make sure that's sustainable, it carries a different context in the way some people hear it than to say, we're all for sustainability.
Gotcha.
I don't know why, but
I hear you.
we just need to be real careful with how the words come out at the end, or we'll be driving a...
Well, I mean, we are having a
Like,
big conference
yeah.
to make sure we're careful about the words, so.
But that's what, I think, when you're looking at this, it's gonna have to be short and concise, and it's, again, while we're starting here first, it's almost going where we wanna be. I mean, what do we do? Provide roads, we provide service, parks, so it's sort of, some's cultural, some's historic preservation, some's just the infrastructure to run the city, we're trying to develop jobs. Those are all things we do, the city does. And if you go backwards, you're now gonna have to get a concise enough vision statement to be inclusive of all those things.
But I guess.
Which is a game, I mean, you can look at these, they're all a lot different, but to me, when you get sustainable in there, I'm not sure, I think it's become a catchword and a buzzword, and it means different things to different people. One group of folks love it, one group of folks hate it, and the people in the middle might be ambivalent. And I don't know that, so to me, I'm not sure it's a word I'd want in there.
So
If there's another word like it that gets you to the same place, I'm fine with that.
So I
Okay.
hear that sustainability is a charged word. Some people
think
really
it's
think it's
charged.
important, some people think it is problematic, so we should maybe explore that.
Well, I would like to explore it a bit, and it's used as a noun and as an adjective. And I think the use of it as a noun is where there is more of a charge to it and more of a feeling, saying sustainability. We all fall down on different sides of that, but when we say, instead of sustainability, meaning the noun, if we say sustainable, meaning the adjective,
In a way that's sustainable.
I look up here, balanced and sustainable local, I can't read your first one, but
Environment.
Economy.
I can read economic vitality and economic,
It says economy.
okay, top economy, okay, it's not my glasses or lack of
okay.
glasses, but sustainable economy is different than saying economy based on sustainability, which is, I think, goes to your argument more. If we use it as an adjective as opposed to a noun, it's a little easier to look at it for all people who might place different meanings on that word.